what would bring you to a prestige college that is practically invitation only? What is your on the spot backstory? Where did Percy come from? Why is Percy a second year? And how hard was your first year? Would you say you flew through it, or would you say you had your own personal struggles? In your universe, we'll say, for understanding senses, you have lived in a more or less mundane scenario of complications and issues on campus. Almost anything that seems like a concern for the school or the well-being of the students has been brushed off or taken care of by the faculty and the student occupancy known as the poli. And the poli are basically the derps, which you're not aware of, Percy, but the rest of them do. Are is their basic the poli is their name for the derps in this particular location in which you guys are. Shio, I was gonna ask you, do you know which parallel you guys are in? Which number?
Isn't it 999 now?
That could make sense. I thought you guys broke 1,000, but
I
that
thought
would
it
make
was
sense.
997.
No,
Yeah,
that
we
was
jumped.
the
That's right, we
was
jumped.
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, you guys skipped. Okay, so they're on 999 now. Good Sir Percy.
All
So
right.
you don't know it, but you are Strixhaven 999. Not that it means anything to you, but just a
I
fun
just
fact.
need to figure out an avatar for my character.
Oh yeah. If you want, send me a description of them, and I'll run them through my stable diffusion that I house in house.
Well, he is a variant human who's lived most of his life out in the woods, which is why he was able to tame wolves so easily. Growing up around them, like that. At this point in time, he does have the head of a wolf as a hat that he wears because he sort of became the
How
alpha
old
of the
would you
group.
say your student is? I think our oldest
He's
right
about
now is 18. Right, Shio?
What was the last thing you said?
How old? Well, who's the oldest?
The oldest on the team?
Isn't it Shio?
Shio's 19, I think.
Yeah, I mean, outside of it'd be you, I think.
Yeah, because Seg
Okay.
has a shorter lifespan, and I
No
don't
one
know how
knows
old Web
Webs.
is.
I would say he's about 22. Just like real rugged looking.
You got it. All right. So, well, that's going on. Go ahead and tell us about your entry into the school. Make it as fantastical as you can.
Well, as a ranger / rogue, I kind of just broke into the school and just been living in the walls.
Oh, we have a Bruno on our hands, guys. Maybe it's not the Vampsters after all.
I knew I
Or
heard
the Weasels.
snacking.
Was it Weasels also? Was that also a theory?
Yeah, Weasels was the second theory, because Vampsters would have already wiped out the dimension.
So now it could be a Percy. There's a Percy in every wall of every parallel all this time, listening to you guys plan. Whoa.
Well, not from the original one we're from. The Vampsters got him.
True. The Vampsters definitely would have got that Percy. But interesting. I like it. Percy, how during this livelihood, we'll say that you found yourself a very many settled hidey holes and locations. In fact, you actually have a full dorm room that's to yours. And really, the truth is that the student that's been placed there has been missing for the past 3 of their school years, but for some reason are still getting grades and passing. Perhaps that's who Percy really is. But nonetheless, you have found a way to circumnavigate that of the school's strict guidances of allowance entry. What have you been learning or gaining during this 2 years of time? And what is your goal here, this epicenter of all knowledge? What do you strive to gain?
Just free knowledge at this point. Why pay for it when I could just live in the walls?
Okay.
What
would be one
around,
interesting rumor? that you can totally freeform. This is an open book for you to create something that happened. What would be something you've recently heard that has been very curious? How far along of this information would you know?
I picked up tellings of mysterious beasts out into the forest beyond the school that have been attacking students on their way in.
Oh, almost appropriately perfect. And my players think I make all this stuff up myself. Crazy. All right. Beautiful. Percy, what brings you to botanical class in the middle of the night at 8 p.m. with the nerds this very evening? Of course, you're not with the students, but why are you there? If to learn, what would it be that you intend to learn of?
More about the bandit troop that killed my family off in the distance. I've been searching the world trying to figure out what I can so I can avenge them.
Do you have a name for this rivaling group, or has it yet evaded you?
I as to this day it has evaded me. So I've been going around from bandit camp to bandit camp, just searching for what I can find.
Did you
I
murder
get
all
an
the bandits?
off-campus executioner. Okay, guys. Now we know where the bodies are coming from.
Not just us.
Definitely not.
I knew only
Well,
83% of those bodies were ours.
it was a good statistical argument with Iz at the time.
I mean, with
Um,
two wolf spiders and two pet wolves, I mean, I rack up quite a body count.
Quite easy for you. Now, how do you go about keeping those, well, the spiders at least, hidden? Or behaved enough not to be chased out of, everywhere they're seen
Well,
for the most part?
I mean, considering I'm their alpha, they listen to me. They hide when I tell them to hide
But where do you hide them?
in the walls.
Oh, that is like big
Snapped
wall
his
or very
fingers
cramped?
and a bunch of
Love
wolves
it.
just burst out of the walls.
All
No,
right, so it is.
the wolves are kept in a den off
Oh.
off a little ways outside the
So,
school.
so you have two wolves and two wolf spiders?
Yes, and part of the subclasses is if they die the next day, another one comes and just starts helping.
As long as you're within a region of favor in which they belong. Yeah, gotcha.
Yes.
Got it. Right. So I've added wolves to your ownership. So, in the sense of travel, would you say that they travel with you always, or they're at like a hidden distance, or what would be the general um, formational approach for all of your on-campus like presence?
When I'm roaming through the halls or through the walls, they have their own webs. At least the two spider wolves do. They have their own webs high up in the ceilings
But do they like
where they
follow you to different sites and locations, or do sometimes they stay in one zone, etc.?
no they scurry throughout the school,
Got it.
but they know where to return to at day's end.
Got it. Got it. And do you have communications with these creatures in any like telepathic manner within this subclass detail?
I don't believe so. Let me double check on that.
Yeah. So is it more of a dominating presence, or is it a actual verbal control, command control kind of thing? I guess is where I'm seeking. Ba-da-bum. Well, you're looking into that. The other two of you, by the way, is got stuck on a flight, and I think Webb is also in the process of moving too. He just has been in and out. But normally, with our new friend here, Percy, if he enjoys your guys' presence today in the session, we will have a team of 5. Nonetheless, Shag and Shio, At least you guys don't have to take care of the Bay issue because Webb's missing. Professor Hinian is relieved that for some reason Webb yet again has gone doodle-faced and googly-eyed and is now staring at the wall, stroking it ever so slowly, wondering what he will say next to the most magnificent beauty in his path as she walks right by. Typical. In such, she goes on to explain to you and the rest of the students who are present. Actually, for some reason, they were all hidden. Where's Is?
Oh, he's under me. Because we were running around the bottom looking for the cure.
And that's for Webb, correct?
No, she poisoned all of us, remember?
Oh, that's right, and that's your guys' test. Okay. So Webb is also still under his sensational urge, right? He hasn't fixed that either.
I don't think so. Oh, no, because he was going on a date with Professor Bay in the morning because she's going to help him cure himself.
So he's still under both then. Okay. Cool. Thank you. So, you guys can begin with your medicine check. Wait, where's Seg then?
Seg, he went over down here to sleep in a tree because he thinks he's immune to poison.
True Seg?
Delusional as always.
But wait, where is your token?
Oh, it's down here. I'll ping it.
I am tripping right now. Are you guys on top of each other? Yes, it is. No.
He's down in the
Oh,
southern
fudge. You went
map.
way over there. What the? When did you? Okay. You guys totally took advantage at the end of that session. All right. Well, Seg, you will be the first. Give me a perception check at advantage.
Perception.
All right. It didn't show me a result, but I saw a 13. What's your mod? Oh, there it is, a 20. Just kidding. Take a second. Beautiful. A 20. Soft roll. Nice. You hear odd footsteps hitting against the stone, kind of pacing in a speedy manner. The delivery seems uncertain, but purposeful in its presence. It's either because something is beeline to the students, or they are in a rush to pass through here undetected. Your decision is your own, as you see a shorter, rugged individual with what looks to be that of a costume on. At first, it seemed as if they themselves were a wolf on 2 feet. However, you now discern it must be one of those ruggedy hunters that are out in the ruins so often hunting for the artifacts or that of unfortunate lost treasure. However, you see them and they do not see you. Do you take any actions or any positional purposes in this time?
I'm gonna follow them
Give me a stealth
as
check at
quietly
advantage.
as I can.
And you're still 70 or so feet up.
Yeah, I'm at the top of the tree. Well, in the tree.
Got it. Percy, your configuration should be complete in 3, 2, 1. Now you should have vision of your character here. Can you confirm for me? Percy, I see your mouse. I see Shia's. No, I don't see your mouse. I see Shia's mouse. Oh, are you muted, Percy? Is your mic working?
I'm here.
Oh, good. Can you see your character on the screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you should now be able to use either the keys or the click and drag method to move him. When you move him, it should show you the range as you're moving with the actual mouse. If you move with the keys, it's just 5 feet always. When you have yours selected and you hover over another, an example, this character here on the left, you see that it now says 82 feet. That is exactly how far they are from you. So I try to keep it as simple with all the calculations available to you during any and all situations. So while you're thinking or making plans, you can just hover over everyone that's around and active, and you can see the exact range you are from them. And that's what I judge when you say, "Am I close enough?"
All right.
Which just kind of plays in with what I told you about the whole 3D. Even though we're in 2D, almost everything's in a volumetric space because when we transfer to 3D, it translates accordingly. You find yourselves here in the center of the garden, walking by. Can you give me a perception check? You can go off double clicking your character, and or do you guys have the HUD up or no? Or do we not? We don't use the HUD anymore, huh, guys? I don't remember.
I don't think
Alright.
so.
No. Okay.
So who's all doing perception? Everyone or just
you.
who's in the garden?
Just you at this moment.
All right.
Because I'm basically trying to see whether or not you pick up on Seg tracking you. Ooh, 20. Look at that coming in strong. You hear something, Percy, but you hear it in the wind. Birds, other things. Who knows? Not your problem at this time. Seg, you do have the stealth advantage over him. Up ahead, Percy, say about, let me see, yeah. About 85 feet or so. There's a door open, and with it being open, there's a light peering out of it. Actually, that's what's wrong with the map. I brightened it for screenshot. You imagine that is where the class is being held currently. That is also the room you need to get in, because that is where the most poisonous of plants exist. Though, the exhibit to your right is also home of 2 carnivorous plants that you need stems of to particularly complete your assassin's poison concoction, in which you intend to use on some unfortunate raiders in hopes that it is the evil that stole your family in ruins. Which path would you like to go first?
So
Say that again, sorry. Oh, this way.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
so I
make my
probably
way
have.
into the garden.
You got it.
Go
So,
ahead.
I forgot to explain. If you see and imagine a wall's there is a wall there because I actually have everything walled out. So for you to click and drag
Right.
your character, if you go too far, it won't. Well, I can actually do it because I'm the DM, but it'll block you
Right.
from movement. So if you do it in short spurts, that is the easiest way to circumnavigate my very
Right.
difficult map sometimes. But I promise you, there's a reason for it.
All right. I'm gonna make my way into the garden here.
Beautiful. As you enter the garden on this particular end, let me look at your character sheet. Interesting. I like it. It's pretty cool skill, guys. Cool skills. Is there any initial action you would like to take before I take mine? Percy, as you walk into this particular part of the botanical gardens, is there any natural things that you prepare before becoming vulnerable to the wild nature around you?
Uh, I would like to cast detect magic to see if there's any evil magic around.
Okay. Go ahead and cast that bad boy for me. As you cast detect magic, you immediately send out this pulsating wave of energy. You pick up a couple raw pings. And when I say raw, I mean that they're not super concentrated. It's not a powerful energy, but there's magic that is either lingering and or in a dormant existence. And it seems to come off across multiple plants within this immediate vicinity of 15 or so feet. Beyond 30 or so, there isn't anything as powerful emitting any kind of strength, though you can't discern quite whether good or bad. It's more of a unique neutral state, as there's no such thing as an evil plant, at least. Not to about this.
Right.
So real quick, how are you controlling your sheet? Are you doing it on D&D Beyond or are you doing it on Foundry?
D&D Beyond.
Okay. So those communicate, which is fine because that goes into the Foundry. But if you do it on D&D Beyond, you'll get like animations and things like that tacked onto your abilities when you cast them and what have you, if you want. And then with the tab in Foundry, on the very top of your character sheet, you can click the pop out button and it'll open it in its own web browser. So you can then have, put it on your second screen and have your character sheet in front of you, very similar to D&D Beyond, but bottled up in its own web browser. If you wanted to use it that way. You can play with both too.
Yeah, and I remember doing it like this when I was doing a one-shot for Blades in the Dark. Yeah, I'll just stick with D&D Beyond as I have it right here on my side.
Oh, good.
I have it up on the second monitor.
Perfect. So just go ahead and trigger that spell, and that'll kick in. Otherwise, I will go ahead and drop a couple lights of clear color. Energy field. It will be bright. That is not as bright. It's a horrible color. I don't know. I'm gonna make the map darker. Guess that's just what I gotta do.
Yeah, not.
Again, somewhere. So you see flickering arcane energy from your detect magic in these 4 locations, and they all seem to be coming from living plants. None of it seems to be that of an item or statue or, non-living entity.
All right, so I'm gonna head over to this first one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do an investigation check to figure out what kind of plant it is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. As you do that, Seg, you from high above have no fucking clue what this dude is doing. You imagine he's just stealing the cream of the crop late at night while no one's here, so he doesn't have to check it out and let everyone know that he took the good stuff. And that's what you would do as a pirate, at least. But curiously enough, you stick around because they seem to know what they're doing. You good sir, pussy. Let me go ahead and pull up your sheet and drop in something. Where am I? Hold up. You do find quite a few items.
Also, does Seg have dark vision?
I don't think so. I thought we discussed that last time, but I'm not sure. Check your character sheet on D&D Beyond if you can't find it on this one. Or ask Gio. He always knows. Hold on, I'm gonna reset. Everyone's thing's gonna refresh in a second. I totally forgot to keep Mastercrafter on. I was like, where's all my stuff? It should automatically restart for you guys. Well, that's restarting real quick. Shio, let Percy know anything you believe should be relevant of him just naturally meeting yours and or you and Seg, your characters in the first initial expectations, and then we'll not even buffer Is and Web. We'll just let that happen naturally when they pop back in. But give me 1 second. I'm gonna put a plate away and grab a beer.
Theo and his group probably don't have the best reputation around campus. We're pretty well known as the troublemakers because we're always getting into fights. But hey, our goal is to protect the school because Iz asked us to.
All right.
Most of the time, Shio tries to do right, but the others 50-50. It's usually they want to murder something. I'm trying to think of what else the campus would think of us.
Oh, so his perception of you guys is you guys are dope, badass, and all that, and his understanding of your guys' status. But that's the, cover-up version.
Oh. Does he live in our walls?
He lives
Yes.
in the 999 walls, yeah.
You'd probably know we aren't exactly what they say on campus, but we always come back victorious. And
You would know
complaining.
that.
I've heard of
You would know that they have a habit of making their members get sent to rehab, permanently misplaced, never seen again. A lot of people have come and gone with them, unfortunately.
Fenris just died. He's the first one to just die. We got the other ones to safety in time.
You know who I'm still curious of is Rosie.
She keeps disappearing. I'm sure she's around.
We
She's
haven't
just
heard from her in a
antisocial.
while. All right. So, you good, sir?
Rosie's a
Let me go
human
ahead
in
and
this
grab
universe.
that. That is true. Shut up the items now. Oh, there it is. Recipe manager. Oh no. Where's my recipes? You guys don't have any recipes, huh?
I don't think so.
What
I think we
happened to
only have the
recipes?
recipes given to Iz.
No, but I don't have them either. Shit.
Hmm.
Well, here's what I will do. In place of those items, Percy, I will make it simple. You find in basically off inventory. You find the ichor of salt, which is a sweat gland from one of the dread bells that are currently in this botanical. It is very vital to the paralytic effect of the unknown concoction assassin poison. On top of that, you also find the bay leaves, and they play a huge factor in disguising that of the scent of these other two ingredients with this weird kind of black licorice, putrid, minty thing. Imagine having a like absinthe, the actual drink, if you're familiar at all, like that. If there was any other way of putting it. And then you find two other items, and that is the moondrop, which is a paste of dew that comes off of one of the petals here of the this one right here, this large sun dome. And then, excuse me, you yank the pines. And the interesting thing about these pines is you juice them to actually create the substance of the core of the paralytic. It has these small little glass fibers that, when ingested, help the wearer in like this like chi method, but instead of unlocking, it locks them on the inside. It's very intricate how assassins do things, but nonetheless, you find 4 of the 6 ingredients necessary for what it is you intend to complete by tonight's end. Is there any immediate self-discussion you do during this time of gathering? Do you whistle a tune? Do you sing like a dwarf? I don't know. What are your habits?
I'm just as I'm looking at these items, and my thought process is these will make a fine tool to use for my future ventures. But for
Seg,
now,
go
I
ahead,
gotta
continue.
stash them away.
Beautiful. Seg, give me an intelligence check. Your bird brain may or may not understand what he's doing down there. Hmm. You think he's acting like is from this high up. Closer up, I'd say you know 2 of the ingredients, but from this point of view, yeah, your vantage is horrible, especially in the evening. Did you discern whether or not you did or didn't have dark vision?
I believe I have not unlocked it yet.
What? You're level 11. What are you supposed to unlock? It's like a natural feature.
No, it's because part of the vampirism. The guy that got me to
Oh,
become a
that's
vampire said I'd be able to see in the
right.
dark.
That's right. Yeah, you're on a 5-step program.
Hmm.
Forgot about that.
I got fucking MLM'd.
Yeah. Dang. I totally forgot that you got stripped right there. Okay. Yep. You're on a different experience track. Bummer for you. That's right. You made a huge sacrifice. You're the only one that took that choice. Everyone else did the other way, huh? Right, Gio? You didn't do
I think
it, did
so.
you?
I traded like
Oh
300.
yeah, you're trying to get out of the contract. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't literally trade your whole being.
No, I just amplified it.
Sig, actually, because of that, give me a insight check at advantage. Your gut seems to play a bigger role in decisions now, though your mind is not that bright. Instinctually, below is a perfect target to potentially be your first solo meal, so to speak.
Hmm. I mean, he is all alone in the middle of the night. And I am hurting pretty bad. But am I really going to go around eating students?
It's your choice. You rolled a 30, so it's however you weigh that one. While you think about that, stew on it. I'm really curious which direction you'll take. Shio, did I have you roll your nature check? Or any check previously?
You said medicine, but move
Medicine? Oh, well, you got is with you, so yeah, medicine.
on. Okay. Sorry, cat's in the way. There we go.
Is on your shoulder. Nope. I wouldn't touch that one, but if you did touch that one, then your thumb might get really big, so maybe we can finally call you a green thumb?
No is. No.
But think about it, Shio. A green big thumb.
Is look at your own hands. They're green. We already have 2 green thumbs on the
But
team.
they're not big. They're kind of small. And if I did it, it really wouldn't get much bigger than. But if you did it, you see, size.
Wait, the plant would
Size.
grow?
No, his finger is like in
Oh.
centimeter compared to yours. Like he's saying that you're big, you have a bigger hand than him. So if
It'll
he
be
touched
bigger
it,
eventually.
his thumb wouldn't blow up nearly as much as yours would. For science, of course.
Let's get Sag to do it later.
All right. Fine. It's that one right there. Yep. I'm pretty positive. He points about 10 feet away. Basic, simple leaf. He says, I think it says rub it on you somewhere. Or wherever the infected area is. Where are you infected at, anyways?
I can only remember getting grabbed by that vine by the ankles. So let's check there.
As you pull up to reveal that of this weird withering kind of over surface, but under a small veil of odd silk, we'll say. It looks silky in nature. It's like there's a layer of silk, whatever's inside it, say scarab bleach vibes. Not under the flesh, but over the flesh, but mowing through flesh. I don't know. Kind of tough to explain because you're not really feeling it, but when you see it, you realize, holy shit, you haven't been feeling it.
That's not good. I'll rub the leaf on it.
You give me a sleight of hand. As you're not bothered and is excited because he knows what's happening. You go to swipe, and quickly the weird substance below slides across with this weird kind of nonsensical vibe. Like you literally don't feel it, even though it's between you and it, and it's really weird because you see it and you can't catch it. It's almost too fast for you. You continue. You hear Iz go, "Come on, Shio. We don't have all day for you to play with this thing. I know it's a lot of fun. People used to do it as a challenge, but just get it over with. Wipe it down."
Alright. Do I go again?
Do you approach the same way?
I want to make take a couple more leaves and put them around my leg or my ankle.
Like
And
create a barrier bracelet, like one of those tribal kind of cuffs?
yeah,
Okay.
trying to get it so that it's got less areas to go.
Okay. So you're trying to As you attempt to do so, you quickly realize that this creature is easily buffing them off. It's not so much that it's afraid of the leaf for whatever reason. You're not even sure what the leaf is for, but it's not like salt to a slug, if that makes any sense. Though it's as if you're supposed to grab it with the leaf. Laying a leaf down isn't going to create a barrier of the effect in which its purpose is rendered, if that makes sense.
Okay, that is good information.
But you do put like 3 leaves there and look like a fool for a cool minute. Is heavily judging you. He's going to get a full report of this and walk in the next session tearing you to pieces.
Alright, I'll go again to try to get it. Let's see. Oh, not bad.
This time, you go at it with two hands. You think, if I can't use three, I'll use two. And you just kind of grab your ankle and you start slowly twisting around without releasing at all, knowing that eventually it's going to have to collide. It does. You catch it immediately. All of the silk just lifts off. Turns out that itself is like a parachute coming off of this little worm from underneath. Looks completely harmless to the visual. And it goes, I wouldn't touch it. But you could put it back in the bush. And as he points to the bush, you now see that there's quite a bit of this silk, kind of like a weird cobwebby vibe of a spider, but instead like a sheep's wool. If one could describe it as such, as the weird, discomforting pleasantry of feeling it is almost concerning with how you couldn't feel it when it was on you.
I'll move it with the tweezers from my alchemist supplies back to the bush as gently as I can.
All right. As you release it and makes contact back to its general environment, it moves quick along in silk, and then you see it really slow as it's walking across what would be considered non-blasted by that of their concoction of silk.
Huh,
It
so-
goes, huh, that's all that was making you sick? I could have told you that. You now realize that Iz looks completely fine.
Oh, let's go eat some voles or something.
Speaking of eating, Seg, what have you decided?
Well, I better find out if he's an asshole or not first.
So check initiate. How do you begin?
I'm gonna try to land quietly behind him and then like lean against a pillar or wall or something, and then try to get his attention.
Okay. Yeah. What do? You kind of fly around and do like a mating ritual dance in the air, even though he's not an aircocker, he's supposed to understand you? Or are you like, yo, asshole? Like, how would you communicating? Like,
Well, I want to try not to alert him to my presence until I'm leaning against a wall behind him. And then I'll just be like, "What you got there?"
what's your passive, Percy? Might be actually.
Passive perception
Yes, sir.
is a 15.
15. So you get to about 7 feet of this individual if you wish to. And you get a pretty good view of what it is that they have. You recognize the pines because that is a pirate's favorite thing to put in a blunderbuss when they're out of fuel and stuck on an island. And you understand ichor salt because you use it as a preservation, even though it is poisonous. You have to be very smart and very thorough when you wash the product after.
Yeah, I think I'll still ask that question. What you got there?
Would you like to know?
Well,
You would see a shadow of a. And describe yourself, Seg, as Percy would kind of quickly glance over and pick up what it is that they see.
well, at this point, so Sag looks pretty rugged, considering he's just taken a beating. So he's wearing like really worn leather pirate garb with a plate mail chest piece. He's got two guns, one on either side of his waist, and a javelin strapped to his back. Would my eyes have changed color to red by now?
Whoever said they changed red, was that part of the description?
It's just like a general fantasy thing for vampires.
If you want to turn red, sure. I'll say that they could turn any color of the rainbow when you turn into one. Boom! They're now red.
Dope. Thanks, my eyes are red now.
It went from lightning
and
blue
he's got
to red.
he's got just these piercing red eyes, which don't really fit the blue and white aesthetic of his feathers, so that's a little off-putting. And he's just kind of leaning against a wall, probably twirling a gun.
Gun. Like,
And who might you be?
Well, I guess you could call me just a concerned fellow student. But what are you planning to do with those botanical pieces?
It's for a potion I intend on making. And that's all you're gonna know. I turn and start walking away.
very
Hmm.
sad.
Move about 5 feet this way.
All right.
Seg will step off the wall and follow. Not like immediately behind, but a fair amount of space between them. A potion, you say, huh? Well, I won't ask what for. I know better than that. I was just kind of hoping there was money involved.
Oh, there will be money, but not.
Oh, is Seg tired enough to extort this guy right now? You know, I don't know if you've heard about me. Uh, I've got somewhat of a reputation back on main campus. Uh, be a shame to get locked up for breaking in and taking restricted supplies without teacher approval, wouldn't it? I'll tell you, a couple gold, and I probably won't even remember tonight.
Well, who's to say I'm here? Who's to say I'm here alone? At that point, I kind of point up, and up in the ceilings, you see one of my spider wolves just watching closely.
You see Spider Wolf up here. Very slow and subtle, very quiet as you see its natural nature of appendages. As you kind of hear its snapping of its jaws and mandibles.
Huh. Well, that thing's creepy. I'm not too worried, though. My point still stands.
Mm. Mhm.
Oh, we got deep thoughts here. Deep thoughts.
Hmm.
Shio, give me an insight check. Where does your gut tell you Seg is doing right now?
Well, he said he was gonna go sleep off the poison. Insight. But where would he go to sleep? Where does Seg sleep? Not in the ground. Not in a bed. I've never once seen him go near a bed. Probably up.
Where?
Up.
Gotcha.
So I gotta look up.
You look up. You don't see him up there. At least not yet.
Huh.
From where you consider. Where's your wolf spider? You can control your wolf spider. There's no present there if you can see him. So if you want, you can place him where you want him.
He's kind of like right here,
Perfect.
up above.
10 feet up or so. Beautiful. Seg, you, sir, notice that you are no longer just alone. But is this all just an illusion, or is this a true threat. How do you proceed?
How many spiders did he call?
You see one at the moment.
Oh, I'm not worried. I just spent the last 8 hours crushing weird humanoid bug-looking things. Listen, friend, there's no need to be hasty. I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
I'm sure we could. And my quarrel is not with you. So unless you're looking for one, you might as well go on your merry way.
Would I be able to tell what race he is at this point?
Yeah, give me a perception at advantage as you normally would use your bird brain, but for some reason your nostrils are doing the thinking as you're like, as you get a tickle. And that tickle you understand. Human. Something's different about them. Something a bit wild. Nature. Real earthy to it. But nonetheless,
Oh.
core, humanoid, basic. At least to your understanding as an aircocker. Definitely
Well,
nowhere near as complex. Like as an elf would be like a fine wine. This is more like your backyard.
Moonshine.
What have you?
I feel like Shio would probably be moonshine. Anyhow, if I smell the nature on him, I'll probably try to back out of this. Seg isn't the brightest light bulb, but he tends not to pick fights with people in their own domain, and he is scared of druids.
Okay. Got it.
Well, all right, I suppose you make a pretty good point. Still, I can't help my curiosity, though. What brings you all the way out here in the middle of the night? Just the ingredients for this poison?
You said anything about a poison. I said it was a potion.
Well, I happen to know that 2 of those things you're holding are pretty poisonous, so,
Mm. Again,
inferences
like I
can be
said, my
made.
quarrel is not. As I said, my quarrel is not with you.
Well, I never assumed the poison was for me, although it's nice to think that I have enemies out there that would be thinking of only me. I just want to know why you had to come in the middle of the night. I mean, you gotta be a Witherbloom student, right? Surely you could get access to this stuff.
Let's just say I have my ways to move around here unseen.
Okay, Seg is genuinely impressed at this point. Wait, you're not a student? And I need to be clear that Seg's eyes are no longer predatory. He is genuinely impressed
You're
that
like
you
in the
might
off
not be a
state.
student.
You're just like a what? Like a dumbfounded.
You just
Like
broke onto campus?
Yes,
So you're like a drifter or something.
you can say that.
No, I think I was wrong about you. That's actually really impressive. Holy shit. Well, as you
You
were, I
pick up a
guess.
thing or you pick up a thing or two wandering this earth, going from one camp to another.
Shit, you were born on this plane? I didn't know there were people from here. Well, as you were, I guess. Besides, even if I did tell anybody back on main campus that somebody was breaking in here, I'm pretty sure they'd just throw me in prison.
What I've heard, you don't have the best reputation.
Oh, but I have a reputation. Anyhow, I guess Sag will go look for Shio now. You have a good night, I guess. Good luck killing.
You too.
you see this aircocker take off to the heights. Go ahead, Seg. Give me a perception check one more time as you kind of take like a quick survey as you now feel a bit more under potential threat, and it's like you see this weird fake radar that you just force your imagination, like, oh, I know there's one there. There has to be, boop, 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 boop. You're just kind of like putting in your mind to kind of bolster up your courage. If I just stood down there that entire time, kind of talk up as you're going to have to explain this, and you want to make sure it sounds good when you do. But you're not sure exactly what or how many or if there were even more. So you believe there was. Your gut says.
Wait, more of the weird spider things?
Potentially that or other things. You just imagine you saw shit because you're in that quick hallucinatory adrenaline, blood pumping.
Fair.
And then you hear something, like a small little buzz of a bee, and then it comes in clear. Shio, you should really cut this hair of yours. It's becoming mangy and unkept. At least mine's a mane. And he's like now discussing hair conditions between his, which would be Iz, and Shio's.
Is if I pet you, all those sticks and leaves will just come right off.
It's called mud conditioning. Okay, it's fragile. It takes a lot of effort. These sticks don't stay on their own, especially behind this particular ear. There's like a weird dent in it.
I happen to like my long hair. And I'm going to keep growing it out.
Gets in my way when I'm trying to cast a spell. I'm just saying, next time you want me to haste you, you want to make sure I haste you and not a strand of hair to wiggle a little faster in my nose to make me sneeze. Just saying.
But it's good to use if an enemy gets up close. You just bap them in the face with your hair and it stuns them. Like, who's going to expect
what
that?
It's for. Shio, I learned something every parallel with you. Huh.
Aww.
He's
Did we just
genuinely
find out
impressed with that explanation. He doesn't have hair to do that with. He's all scales.
Did we just find out that Iz canonically got dropped on his head as a kid?
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
There is a condition, yeah. It's a dimple, at least. We'll call it that.
Explains a lot. That'll also be Steg's opening words as he lands next to Shio.
Perfect.
Did we just learn that Iz got dropped on his head as a baby?
Well, I imagine he was in a tree. Anyway, let me take a look.
Well, it's fine. I think something bit me when I was younger.
Bit you? That wouldn't keep a dent. Unless it was...
If it doesn't heal.
It's not... do you have a wound on the side of your neck that We've been to the nurse's office so many times this year.
It's like a cartilage patch, and at the point to where you never realize it is coloring, you see him pick up some scales that reveals that he's been covering it with a false patch of scales that he's manufactured to, well, obviously his natural body, to adhere to. But it is actually like a little one of those like black patches on a normal person you'd see out here with like mole growth and what have you, kind of sort of thing. That's a discoloration of green below.
All
and
right,
then he hides it. He's like, but I never thought anything of it because I'm me, I'm Iz, and my other selves have never told me that I have to worry about anything like that because I know.
What if they don't know you have that?
Oh, my math has been wrong this entire time. I've never put in the compound. He can't even speak anymore. He's like breaking. You're breaking Iz. This is a tough roadblock. Well, he commutes out.
I open up Iz's book.
He still closes it. Like he keeps it closed. He doesn't stop you in like a weird zombie state. And he just like tucks it and starts rocking with it as he's now like in your matted hair.
I can peel it back and write a little note on the pages because I know all the other Iz's know this. Like read from the same book or something.
Gotcha.
And I write Iz has black, no scale spot, and then just like let the book slam closed.
Got it. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Oh, and not to worry anybody, but there is a weird nature-y human with a bunch of big spider friends making a poison up there, so...
First, you see Seg fly like 10
so.
feet and then go down, so you imagine he's still very close. He's either being nosy or he's sticking around because he has his own business. How do you proceed where you are, Percy, at this time? You're muted, sir. Everyone's muted, but she actually. Good sir. Percy, you are muted. I don't know if you can hear us. But maybe he stepped away. Meanwhile, okay. Iz and Seg, what do you guys wish to cover and discuss?
Let's head back home, and I'll summon a creature that has higher healing capabilities than us. Actually, are you a cleric? Did we succeed? I wasn't paying attention.
I still have all of my power, but I get the distinct feeling that I will not be getting any more of it.
Okay. I'll summon a creature that has healing capabilities, and you and that creature can like unison cast healing spells to try to fix the black spot.
Wait, but what
On
about
Iz?
you guys with poison? I mean, I'm gonna sleep mine off, but what about you guys?
You mean Iz, or what are you talking about?
Well, all of us got poisoned, right?
Well, Shio helped himself, and Iz was okay the whole time.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, Seg didn't know that.
Yeah, well, they didn't tell you either.
I was looking up trees. I was busy.
Wait, you guys already got rid of your poison?
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh. No, all right. Well, yeah, let's go home and sleep it off then.
Well, before we go to sleep, let's heal up Iz.
Listen, man, I used most of my energy in that last fight. I gotta take a nap, man.
Alright, I'll try it with just my summon then. Get a baseline healing ability resistance for that.
They look pretty busted. Huh? So I don't know what happened to Percy. Well, let's hope they stepped away. If they didn't, do the two of you want to continue until we get to a spot that's conditionally paused, or what do you want to do?
That works for me.
Oh, you guys can continue as long as you guys wish to, but if and when conditions, I promise you, will come down, it will get strategically funner and harder. So be prepared.
Yeah, I know. We can't go too far into the future because tomorrow's the day that the Orcree attack.
But what do you choose to summon at this time?
What? Sorry.
What, you were going to summon something, you said?
Oh, right. Let me take a look. I know one of them has a higher ranking healing spell, and I think it's the Star Lancer? Nope. Maybe. Oh, the Kotul. Let's see. They have greater restoration, lesser restoration, cure wounds. Yep, those should be good enough to get a baseline. She was thinking all sciencey now. He's so smart, but doesn't know what to do with it. Okay. Let's see what just a basic lesser restoration spell will do for it. We don't know if it'll... Or actually, we'll do cure wounds first. On is...
Alright, as you summon it out, it comes out. It changes its shape into that of a basic, typical school student, that of a male. Nothing fancy. He does have this unique tint of a kind of turquoise-like hair tone.
How you doing, Bruce?
Nods its head. Let me see. It speaks telepathically. And to you it says, "I'm Batman."
Oh, good for you. Shio
It
doesn't know
nods
the
its head.
reference.
Yeah, right. As such, it goes and it sheds a little love to Iz, and is just like, well, thanks. It feels a little better. I still don't know where I went wrong though. He's like looking into his book, and you see him with his pencil furiously scratching out a bunch of complications that he's probably been working on for some time.
Oh, good. He's distracted. I'll cast the. I'll cast the next spell. Actually, I'll check if the scales are still, or the skin is still black.
What do you try next?
Are the scales still black, or
Yeah.
the skin?
Mhm. The
Okay.
skin underneath, yeah, it's still a patch below. And I wouldn't say it's black, but it's like a dark green compared to his tone.
Shio's gonna try lesser restoration on it, or well, the Kotul will. So if it's a disease or one of the following conditions, it will be removed, I guess, depending on how powerful it is.
Wow. Is continues his horrible rolls even in his absence. He rolls 2 for an 11. He still just, that can't be it. He starts now erasing some of the equations in his book. He is still distracted and does not realize that you casted yet another spell upon him. That does not seem to do anything.
Okay.
It's like you're witnessing all this at the same time. Is there any interaction you do during this period?
Nope. Seems like the usual shenanigans.
Oh, wonderful.
I have one last thing we can try before we have to take him to the nurse in the morning. I'm pretty sure the nurse's office is closed now. It's greater restoration. So it reduces exhaustion, undoes a debilitating effect, charmed, petrified, a curse including the target's attunement, any reduction to the target's ability scores, or something, anything affecting the target's hit point maximum.
You cast it. Seg, as you are minding your own business, you get snagged and yanked right to the bush. You immediately feel this weird, kind of very strong, thick, and buffered tentacle running across you and holding you in place. As you take 15 points of searing acidic damage as you feel your feathers burning and turn into this weird hot pot of what would be that of an air cocker soup. Uncertain of what is happening, you are caught off in awe. I need the two of you to roll me initiative. Oh boy, you guys are fucked. And this is how you guys die.
Shio always rolls
All right.
good, though.
Not bad, actually. Damn.
All right, I'm back.
Fight 2 are next.
What up? You came at the perfect time. Shit just hit the fan. You don't know it yet. Well, no. You know what? Give me a perception check,
You
Percy.
are
Let's see
next.
what happens. Ooh, and then after that, can your wolf spider, and here, let me drop a wolf token also. And can your wolf also, they both give me perception checks also. And you can do those at advantage to act as the 4. Oh, I'm gonna fix that.
Oh.
Second.
Your daughter is trying to devour my headphone.
Bro, you have a
Sorry.
kid?
Oh no, he just got a new kitten.
Oh, I was like, what? How the fuck have I not have known this? I was like mind blown right now.
Sorry, she's just been wire crazy the past few days.
Very nice, very nice. That's awesome. I forgot what I was going to type because you distracted me that hard. Okay, got it. Wolf.
Says there's only one wolf spider out.
No. I just you can roll it at an advantage because that'll act as the 2, and then the 2 for the wolf. But you'll
I
have
just
all
rolled
of
a perception check for the spider itself.
Yeah, that's fine too if you want to do it individually.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool. However you wish to manage it. All right. Oh man. Hold on. I'm almost done with it. I got a token for it.
Okay, yeah, no, they all do +3, so
Yeah, you can put them in your
do it
hotbar
this
down there
way.
too, and you can just like quick tap them also if you wanted to. Done. All right. So all of these creatures you do have full control of. Do they have their own initiative, or do they act at the end of your turn, or do you want them to have their own initiative, or do you prefer them to act at the end?
I use them as a bonus action.
Beautiful. So do they all act on one, or you can only control
I
one?
use them as a. I can act them all. It just says I can use them as a bonus action.
So like you can give a command like attack, and if they are within range, they could attack.
Yes.
So it's all conditioned on where they're positioned, basically. So as a bonus action, you can give the commands, and then depending on their completion of the task or reaching of objective, they can perform such. Totally fine. Perfect.
Right.
So at the moment, their job is to be around you, which they're doing. So that's good.
Yes.
You rolled me a 21, a 24, and then we got 2 separate bad boys here. All right, so you easily hear
And all
this weird
the
snatch. Go ahead.
and the 3 I rolled for the other 3, those all have +3 added to them.
Okay, perfect.
So the 12 will be a 15, the 15 will be an 18, the 16 will be a 19.
It'll be a 19. You got it. You hear like a as for some reason something seems to hit a bush really hard. Like this bush just gets yanked right through. And as it does, you hear an odd kind of pause, a weird silence. Before Seg can even make a shout or plea or cry for help, in a dramatic 6-second moment is. Goes, where'd he go? Seg was like, right here. I hate it when you guys always just disappear on me. Sag! And let's see, he's gonna roll a perception check. He's a +9, but he's notorious for oh, he did really well. He's like, oh, he's over there in the bush as he sees the tree ruffling about. Must be having a really bad itch. What do you think, Shio?
Did Shio see the tentacle?
I don't know. Give me a perception check. I would say, I mean, personally, you were being a nurse right now. That's why I did it. And he was in the air. So that's why I was playing that card. Your passive isn't high enough to see it.
He was in the air. Okay, that makes
Mhm.
sense.
But I will give you a insight to give you like reasonable cause. I mean, it's not like you're not new here. You're familiar with your surroundings, so you can guesstimate what's going
feral?
on. Yeah,
Is he going feral and attacking a tree?
Feral for Cockroach is basically purity, but yeah, he's going feral. His feathers are all over the place. You don't know if it's a serious molting phase, but there's something wrong with him. You even see this weird goo coming down with them, and then this weird sizzling. You're not sure if he's having diarrhea or there's something worse going on. But he's not talking, so it's weird.
What did we say about pooping in trees? You are a sentient being. You should go in a toilet.
You try to struggle a response. You can't verbally respond at this exact moment, and there's a reason that you have not came to grasp to your understanding as you are still in awe. But you hear him, and you hear your allies because that was what you were attuned to the moment in which you were ticking.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll try to respond.
Okay, give me a performance check, and let's see how muffled it comes. Pretty good. You managed to like mouthful like a womp 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 which makes no sense to Shio, but it is a sentient sentence to make enough sense that you are under some kind of conditional grasp, whether it be by kink or force is unknown. However, in that, you didn't need to roll me a Constitution check because you chose to open your mouth.
Where's the mouse?
And then, in that meantime,
Make ready, your
your
turn
koto
comes.
does what? You were
It
fine.
has
It has
true
true
sight.
sight.
It burns and it's acidic and it's hot. Ooh, it has true sight. So it sees that this place, now that it's given it attention, is informing you. I am Batman, but this place is infested.
Infested with what?
Ooh, I'm going to drop a name, and it's the he goes, the Alkalith. Shio, you need to give me an intelligence check at advantage to see if you can discern how seriously in a shit situation you guys are in. Do this. I'm going to drop you some information. You go into a little mind-blowing whoa as you take this in real quick. Boom. I just sent it to you. And we are going to go to my turn.
It's your turn.
Zeg, you are in this tree as you see this crazy looking kind of what would look barkish in nature. It actually doesn't look leafy or viney, but it is acting in the postures of a vine, but it's very rough and barked, as it's probably that of a root really, but from where its nature is, well, that's far above ground, it doesn't make sense to be so. And then it's weird liquidy secretion of odd acidic sap. You're taking in way too much information being in this state, but that's the survival instinct as a pirate, right? It's know what is going to kill you, because if you survive it, you don't want to try to be that. You don't want to be killed by it again. Pirate's code, I'm sure. But in that process, something unfortunately has to happen to you. So I could do 3 things. But what it's going to start with is the format madness. I need a wisdom saving throw, please. As immediately your mind gets twisted and angry, frustrated, dark, it almost seems to be unfair or distaste. You, sir, are confused. During such, you take all that of the confusion spell under your effect, which it does not have in its inventory because it just gives you the effect of. So let me go find that spell. Here we are. Whoa. Shio, do you have confusion?
Confusion? I don't have that spell. I think is might though, or maybe wet.
Oh, I found it. Sorry. I got it now. Let me see if I can link it to you guys. Clicking that, does it open it for you guys?
You do not have sufficient permissions to view this sheet for this item.
Yeah, I can fix that.
I mean, I got it right here in the book, so.
Beautiful. See, this man is prepared. Love it. Boom. The spell assaults and twists the creature's mind, in which I did a seg by making him go mad. Spawning delusions are provoking uncontrolled action. Each creature in a 10-foot radius. Well, ignore that aspect. An infected creature cannot take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turn to determine its behavior for that turn. I'll have this popped out on my screen to remind you, seg, because here's the best part. Its turn isn't over. So it begins with this format madness upon you. As such, said you immediately lose that of your mind in every possible understanding. And then our friends here go under assault. Percy, the uneasiness of your fellow creatures leaves you a bit unwell in your footing. Something seems odd and off, like animals and insects and birds and all those other mammal creatures in the universe all seem to understand Mother Nature. They also understand natural abominations. If there was any way of communicating with them, it would be their whines, their whimpers, and their concerning looks in your direction as one of them comes under assault. From the planter nearby, this bark leaf fails as it flings out over the two wolves. You see both of them when their keen sense is kicking in, dodging it. And then you see that other bark almost get instantly chopped by some unknown trigger. Fall to the floor. Not even withering, but shriveling in almost a subtle, quiet, dehydrating manner. As you watch it before you, can you give me a nature check? See if you can discern its properties. Very nice. 19. You understand that though it seems to be that of a natural plant-like instance, now here, decapitated from wherever the host may be, hiding in the planter or further, seeing this unique ability, you imagine it is below in the ground or entangled in some kind of plant, but it is not that of a nature being. It is that of a demon. The way this shrivels, you've seen it before. When a land is tampered, the nature of that in which is ripped and torn apart leaves you irking for justice. And then another. But this one from a crack below in the floor comes striking out toward again one of the wolves. The chips of the broken tile fling in the air, distracting you as you look back. You see another self-decapitating, landing behind the wolf as if it was like a fountain of sprayed forced goo or the ketchup bottle when you don't shake it right. And there, the wolf is standing there, looking around, sniffing the air, almost signaling as if you were surrounded in some weird way. Seg, you are grappled. It is burning you. You begin the turn taking 1d4 acid damage. That brings you down an additional 3 HP. Things are looking just as bright as they always are. You're about to take a nap, wake up, and be exhausted like you've always been. What do you do?
I have madness inflicted, right? Or
That's
insanity or whatever.
confusion. You gotta roll a
Oh, confusion.
d10. So let's start with that.
Okay.
You do not
Shit,
move
right
or
in the
take actions this turn. You stand there like a dud. And with that comes in my trap card. You take an additional 2d6 acid damage as you are now sitting amongst that of a pool all over your body as you are being slowly covered in an encapsulated case of acidic residue. Take an additional 6 points of damage for a total of 9 this round.
shit.
Well, Percy, you don't know what the hell happened on the other side of the wall, but what's happening by you is just as bad and not okay. What do you do?
So first thing I do, I touch one of my wolves, and I use visibility on him.
Oh, it's a new trick. They disappear.
And since I am a level 3 rogue, I also get a secondary action.
All right.
In which I'm going to, right now, I'm going to use my movement. I'm going to move 50 feet out of the room.
Got it. You just do a quick dash. To you, it's simple light footing. It's almost ninja-like. But for you, it's that of the earth. You understand the ground and the tile below and the ways and sways of the rotation of the earth. As such, you make it to the opening and you look. Whew, you see a creature you've actually never seen before. And you see two students. One is quite small. They look like that of a Komodo dragon in its halfling state, but very studenty in nature. And they all are looking up at this tree. Though from your vantage point, you do not see much of anything.
No. Is this be the creature would be considered a celestial since it is considered a demon?
No, it would be considered a fiend.
Okay. So, because as an action, I can expand one ranger spell slot to sense whether there are any within a mile of me.
Any fiends or celestials or both. Pop it in the chat or like activate
Any
it. We'll just so we can read it.
aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you or within up to 6 miles of you are in your favorite terrain.
What's your favorite terrain?
Favorite terrain is grassland and mountain.
I would say that kind of hits a par here. What would you say, Shio and Seg? Would you say that the school is on a grassland and mountain-based biome? Seg, you have to unmute yourself for us to hear your voice. Shio, you have to think really hard to make a decision.
Sorry, what was the question?
See, they're fighting over the cat. I swear, these two. Would you say the biome of the Strixhaven University is grassland / mountain?
I would actually. We
Would
visited a
Seg
lot of
concur?
mountain and grassland areas.
Seg's vote's about to go out the door.
Yes.
Was that him leaning over your lap? Weird. Anyways, yes, you do gain that benefit in doing so. It doesn't like pinpoint it or just lets you know within feet of you.
It does not. This feature does not reveal the creature's location or number.
Give me an insight check.
It just
Let's
lets
see what
me
your
know.
gut says. You do sense it, but let's see what your gut tells you. Based off of the actions in which it has taken against your fellow companions, and your understanding of the natural cosmic energies of this planet Avaris, and being a natural born here from a world in which has been collided by two, you have the instinctual understanding that you are fucking surrounded within 75 feet of you in a circular span of a massive rooted enemy. You do not understand the enemy, but you understand it is of fiend nature. This fiend is unique. It is almost multi-purposeful. It gives you this weariness as if it almost is present just for the purpose of welcoming, but at the same time, departing. Is there anything else you wish to do, Percy?
No, there is nothing else I can do.
Beautiful. We
It'll
also
be
do
your
reroll
turn
initiative,
next.
so you'll be up right after Seg. Every round we reroll to keep the pace of the combat flexible and
All right.
fun. Seg, you are caught in a tentacle hentai scene. How do you survive this?
Well, let's find out. What? Oh, I did not roll as myself for some reason.
I don't know what. Oh, that's right. Oh, well, I'll take a 7 though. It's a flat D10, so I won't hold it against you.
Okay.
Yeah, the creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there's no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing this turn. You attack the tree because you think anything that is druid related is a threat. So, the wing. You actually don't know where you're being covered by this corrosive sap, so that's why you're attacking the tree. But let's see what you do. If you hit, you might get lucky.
That's gonna be a no.
You reach for your mace and it tink. You guys all witness a weapon fall to the floor about 15 feet up. Now, far below. Weaponless, with your gun sitting in your lap, now taking corrosive nature damage. Anything on your person that is vulnerable, that is non-magical, is slowly being destroyed. You are on level 2 of corrosive. What do you do otherwise? So, you are restrained. You can make a strength check to break free. You're muted, also.
I'm sorry. I think I missed that last little bit.
You can make a strength check to break free if you wanted to, instead of being bear hugged the entire time like a cozy seatbelt that's burning you to death.
Well, it's
It's like
kind of a
roller
shame I
coaster
had to
rope
use
over
my
the flame pit.
action, but I will go ahead and do that.
Well, of course, it's going to take your action. Why would I give you anything less?
I have
Give a mouse
freedom
a
of movement prepared for the first time, like
I know.
ever.
I look at you guys' character sheets. Yeah, you easily realize that it is more or less the burning sensation that has left you numb, more so than the weight of or lack of such tendrils actually holding on to you. As you kind of like brush away, you realize that it's more like it's a sticky sap situation, and if you weren't already feathered, imagine. As such, you are no longer grappled, but you seem to be a little weighted down. You cannot fly in this state, at least not at this moment. Though you could attempt
So
to crawl down or shoot with any weapon that is still in potential functioning order. Though you do not see an enemy.
Wait, so am I falling? Because I was
No.
up in the tree, right?
Yeah, you're on like a trunk.
Oh. How
Just covered
stupid
in
is
acidic sap.
how
That's
stupid
slowly
is
kind of
Stag?
thickening. You're pretty
Okay.
stupid, but tell me your idea.
Sag is gonna shoot the branch next to him with his gun, and then throw his gun so that it doesn't get corroded, which should hopefully accomplish a couple of things. Maybe
You were going
it'll
to shoot the
dislodge the
branch.
branch and I'll fall.
Let's start with you hitting something, because your accuracy is like 3% in this entire campaign.
Yeah, but when I hit, I hit.
True. So you shoot with your pistol, and you miss a stationary tree trunk. Believe it or not, it has an AC of 12.
Fuck.
It's got mood.
How do I miss point blank?
Um,
Sag, my man. Well, yeah, I
is
guess the main objective
Shio.
wasn't accomplished.
They hear the familiar, disappointing of a missing bullet finding its place on the cement somewhere off, probably in another person's enlarged body on accident, because he always hits something, usually. As such, Shio,
I am
look above you just in case it's coming your way.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm also gonna throw my gun in the
You
general direction of Seg and is, or Shio and is.
give me a disadvantage attack roll.
Oh, how do I make just a normal attack roll?
Why would you do a normal? You're stuck in sap that's been thickening for 2 turns.
No, like an attack roll for the pistol?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you just do an unarmed attack. It's an improvised. And you're not talented in chucking a pistol.
Ah,
I don't think
unarmed.
you've ever thrown it at someone intentionally.
I more just want it in their general direction, but if I can hit Shio with it, that's ideal.
Absolutely hit Geo. That's a
Fuck
21.
yeah.
At a disadvantage? Damn, you chucked that with intention. You're like, Geo, catch! Oh. And you're like, just. Geo, I'll give you a sleight of hand. If you could beat a 21, it won't hurt you.
Okay.
But this is like a tough football throw, and you're like, you could do it. But can you?
Hold up. Before you say the determination, I'm going to use one of my luck points to try again.
You realize you're faulty in nature, and you kick in the second drive.
Not.
You prepare for it, and two of your fingers jam, causing 7 bludgeoning damage to your personal well-being. Thank goodness you were full HP before this encounter, unlike the rest of your team.
I put the gun in my bag of
Oh,
holding.
wait, no, you dropped it. You didn't fucking catch
Oh,
it. That shit hit you and fell to the floor.
Okay.
You jammed 3 of your fingers. How are you going to catch it with 2 fingers left? I'm curious. I don't know.
You could hook it on the trigger part.
You've never been that successful in catching anything but
That's
a
true.
bullet.
You need a
you
natty
got it
for that.
done. Percy, we are only in the second round. We are at 22 initiative speed. You guys are moving fast, and the rest of the team is way behind you. And yet Seg manages to take up a block. Percy, what do you do with you and your 5 companions? What do you attack? What's a threat? What do you think's going on here? Because I can tell you right now, they don't know.
I mean, especially
this point-
considering you just heard the deafening bang of a gunpowder cannon.
So from where I'm at, am I able to see the tree where Seg's at?
Oh yeah, you can see the tree. Yep. Now you can see the commotion of random stuff, but you see more of a weird mass, kind of a shell of weird green amongst the leaves because technically Seg is beneath such. But you do hear the commotion. You could easily see the gun getting tossed aside and hitting Shio because you could see them from where you stand.
All right. How do you do pulling something out of your inventory? Do you use that as an action or no?
If it is on your person, it is considered a free action to consume and or replace right away. If it is after you do 3 things and all of a sudden you have a bright idea, it will be a bonus. If it is applying it to another person by force or an ally, it is a bonus and or a contested, but depends on the situation.
All right. Now, because I want to pull out my short bow,
Easy
and I
enough.
just want to shoot the tree.
You got it. Do you volley the tree or shoot it? Do you shoot direct or do you shoot at a volley?
I shoot direct at the tree.
You got it. You kind of angular it out. 76. The whip has it. The wings across the area. Give me a roll. You can target any of your creatures and heal them if you hit them. Or I can do that. Excuse me.
That was the hit.
It flies. There's a stick. Seg, I need a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage as the sap is making it very difficult for you to maneuver in this weird poo-like sitting position. As that one hits your open wing that you didn't quite close in all the way. And as that Erwin launches into you and that of the trunk. Go ahead and give me the damage, Percy. This rivalry is finally warming up. The first one has struck it. For a total of 14? Or 8?
14. No, 14 because the sneak attack damage as well.
Got it. 14 total. Seg, you know damn well who this must be. Though you cannot see them from your position.
God fucking damn it. I knew I should have eaten his ass. God fucking damn it.
Anything else, Percy?
So then at this point, I start moving towards where I heard the commotion of the gun.
Okay.
It's wrong thing. And I look over and I see Shio and whatever these other 2 creatures are, and there's
So yeah,
I
you
just
see
think I was like, who the
another
fuck are you?
student, and this is like an actual. This actually looks like a student right now, so it looks like a Bruce
Or no,
Wayne looking individual.
I see him. I was like, well, what the fuck is going on?
I'm Batman, says the cool tool next to you.
So there's a fungus, and it's gonna try to open up a portal to the abyss and let a bunch of demons through.
And what's up with
like-
that tree?
I think it's part of
What?
it, maybe. Also, our friend is in there, so try not to murder him. That'd be a downside.
I may have shot at the tree.
That's fine. He'll be fine.
Sure. You also pick up with that information that Alkylith's fungus. I understand that it's the definition in the book, but they're more moss in nature, and then their little roots are what grow into vile, angry tentacles that preserve enough for single onslaught attacks. But you imagine this fungus is covering a pretty steady amassment of this botanical. That's a problem, because that means that's a really big gate.
Yeah, so there's probably a lot of it around here, and I'm coming up short on how to deal with it. Maybe fire? Maybe lots of fire, but I don't have fire spells.
I don't have fire. I can touch it and I can give it. I can touch it and inflict wounds on it.
I don't think that's a good idea. Look what happened to Seg. I mean, he's all sticky now. Ew.
Hmm.
It might
Worth a
catch.
shot.
Well, go for it, new guy.
All right. So, am I standing on top of the moss, or
I mean, technically, none of you guys see it. He just describes to you what it is. You guys have only
Oh,
seen tentacles, like these root tendrils poking out of the ground below. So it's like enrooted in the botanical for sure.
all right.
You have to get creative.
I know. I have nothing else I can do at this time.
Here's what I'll allow. I will allow a brief time period. And the only reason is because technically, had we had a whole party, there'd been a lot of great ideas going around. And this is a definite surprise on them too. So you guys have a quick sidebar, discuss some kind of strategic approach. If Varian chooses to jump in and give any assistable advice, he may. Otherwise, I'm going to give you guys a quick moment, and I'm going to mute myself out so I don't hear any of your great ideas and despise against them. I will come in with some information after I give you guys like maybe 2-3 minutes. I'm going to grab a beer and check on my kid because he is looking sound asleep, but it's always good to be a good parent. I'll be right back. What do you guys plan? It is a moss creature. Shio, how do you guys reach it?
I have an idea.
Do you have a hammer?
Don't suck.
So my idea, I think I do have a hammer actually. Let me take a look. Nope, I guess I don't have it.
Damn. I would say if this thing is beneath us, why don't we just beat our way to it?
See, I have another idea that can work with that.
Okay.
If I have Bruce bless the waters and we break the side of the fountain, like the waters from the fountain, and it pours all
Alright.
over the stone where it's poking out of, theoretically the holy water would burn away at the tendrils and then keep going and destroy the moss without us having to destroy the entire campus. I'm not opposed
Okay.
to that if need be, but
Hmm.
I feel like this is something we're holding on.
Okay. Then how do we get Seg out of the tree?
I forgot about Seg. We could have Iz help him create water to try to wash off whatever that stuff is.
Alright. That can work. And if we get down to like the main route, so with that I can we can hack away at it.
Yeah, if the holy water doesn't work, I could cast Shatter on a part of the concrete, and we can get to it that way.
All right, sounds good.
I think it's a solid plan.
It is. What could go wrong?
Oh, you know how it is. No plan makes or survives contact with the enemy.
Right. I it just sucks that I don't have anything I can really use spell wise. If I could get to Seg, I can cure him.
He's 30 feet up in the tree, so it might be hard to get to him. Can you fly?
No,
Okay.
I'm a ranger. I can't
Oh.
fly.
You should be able to climb then, so I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm a ranger / rogue. Oh, speaking of which, where is it? Ah,
All right.
all right.
Any questions based off of your theories?
So
No.
if I have
Okay, so now that we're past that, sorry, go ahead, Gio.
if I have Bruce bless the waters inside of the fountain, would it make it holy enough to burn away at the tendrils?
Bless is healing, correct?
Bless is
Or is it a boon? It's a boon?
It's a boon. So you bless up to 3 creatures. Whenever a target makes an attack roll saving throw.
I would say blessing the water prevents it from appearing from such. It would be like hollow grounding it.
Oh. Because
I wouldn't say it hurts it, but I would
you
say it
want to know
prevents
our
it
plan?
from. I mean, you guys. I mean, it's up to you.
Because if we
No, we should tell. We should have him find out.
You can
through our
ask the
actions.
core important things, but go based off of that. I mean, at the end of the day,
So if we were to have it like get
I have a
water
plan
out
of
of the
attack.
fountain and onto like a tentacle, would it do anything to the tentacle, or would it just hollow, or
It'll
just be hollow?
absolutely hydrate it. It is a fiendish plant in nature.
Okay.
It won't heal it
So
in any way, but it won't harm it.
It is technically a plant. That is
Demon
good to
plant.
know.
Yeah.
That's good to know because
Gio would understand that.
I have advantage against plants that are magically created on saving throws.
There you
Nice.
go.
Okay, so
That's a big boom.
recuperating our plan a little bit.
But Iz comes in and goes, guys, I don't have the calculation solved and figured out. Who's this guy? Hi, I'm Iz.
Hi. What are you? A fucking tree?
I'm a dragon. I'm only like 3 though, so you have to bear with me. I'm a little small for my size. Though I've seen bigger versions of me, and man, I'm telling you, they're like, whoa.
Can I throw you?
I mean, technically I could fly, so if you throw me, I'll be okay.
Okay. I want to throw you to the tree.
Which tree? The one where Seg's at?
Who's Seg?
The bird.
Oh, the one that tried to extort money from me?
Oh, he did that?
You were trying to be extorted by Seg. Typical Seg.
Typical
You see
Seg.
Iz just pop on his wings and fly at like basic level height of eyesight. And he's like, I'll tell you what. I'll just go and ask him if he's sorry and if that's why he's being shy. Flies off. Hey, Seg. And then you hear him go, oh no, guys, he's not okay.
You are next.
He's never okay.
Um,
Be glad our buddy Hyena's off staring at the wall. He would have tried to extort you too. But don't worry, I won't. Isn't I don't extort people?
And when I hear that, I give a slight whistle, and you just see these big wolf spiders just appear beside me.
I gotcha.
Spider summoner. Interesting.
Oh no, these are my pet wolves.
Your wolves and your wolf spiders?
Yes.
Well,
Ah,
technically,
You
they
just
only
can't-
see one wolf.
You
Because
can't
the
see
other's
the other one.
invisible. Yeah.
You can't see the other one. He's invisible right now. I tried to protect him as much as possible.
he is.
It's
This
your
guy
turn.
has wolves too.
You hear Iz just kind of go, yeah. Hold on, now, sec. It's gonna be, it might not be okay for you. He just like his confidence seems lacking. As such,
He's come to pick at the bones for their dead.
Chio from below the cement. Breaking out from the floorboard. Why is it not working? Oh, maybe because I'm in. Hold on, I have my token incorrectly positioned. It still doesn't make sense though. So weird. No way is that more than the amount of footage. Anyways, it misses. You see the tendril fly out. And again, similar to what Percy you have seen almost this time, go ahead and give me a perception and advantage to see if you can figure out how and why it's detaching.
An
As
advantage?
Shio, yeah, correct. As Shio, you quickly sidestep out of the way. As you do, it's almost as if you're playing whack-a-mole because another one appears. And for some reason, now again, it's saying it doesn't want to hit you. And I'm telling it to do it. Be so forceful. It misses again. With the 19, Percy, you absolutely see two of them fall on the floor. Almost turn into like this granial, like what looks to be salt at first, and then almost, if salt could rot, it would almost rot into this weird kind of goop, but it would turn into this odd, fainted auburn color instead of its yellowing like that you would imagine salt would. But
Can I reach down and touch it and do a nature check to kind of discern what it is?
you did. No, yeah, go for it. Try it.
There you go. Let me switch it back to normal.
Oh yeah. You as you get close to it, you quickly pull away as you realize that it is wither essence. Literally touching it could have like made your fingers age beyond your body.
Well, this ain't good.
But you know that this stuff is like literally just like a weird momentarily gaseous form. So it's like more like a quick curse, kind of last second boon who gets me. But in this case, because they self detach, you realize that it is more of a self cleans mechanism. It removes any evidence of one's existence.
So we're dealing with a plant that withers.
Well, they don't call it wither bloom for nothing. But
In my experience over the years, the only thing that will work with this is fire.
And as you say fire, another tentacle comes out from behind you as it grabs one of your giant wolf spiders. And then the acid wraps around it. Let me see actually if they have any immunities. They do not to acid. They take 16 points. Instantly just splooshing it to nothing.
Yeah.
Down one wolf spider.
It's a-
As the tendril recedes back into that of where the tiles were broken, leaving a weird kind of like gopher hole that slowly, about 4 or 5 feet from what your little vision would be from the size and width of the tendril, looks to collapse upon itself at that point, no longer being stable. But nonetheless, sort of trail. Shio, this is a unique situation. And all the students and teachers are still inside having class, so It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, we
Who
should
cares about
probably
the kids?
warn them. I'm gonna
No,
go warn them real quick.
don't.
Why?
Since you are not aware, I am technically not a student here.
Are you an orrery?
No, I just broke in to gather some herbs. I needed to make a poison.
Oh, okay. Wait, it's not for me, is it?
No.
Okay. Sorry, my friends try to poison me so often, I just assume
Mm-mm.
everyone is.
No. Unless you happen to be part of this bandit crew that killed my family.
Nah. Never been a bandit. I don't think I've killed a family either.
Mm-mm.
But you can never tell with the orrery. I'm gonna fly up to Seg. Oops.
All right.
Token collide. Oh, right, I can't. Well, it doesn't. It's not a big deal because I'm going to then once I get with Seg, I'm gonna cast. Where is it? Dimension Door. Which lets me
like
take.
you just have to see him, or you have to touch him.
He needs to be next to me. I don't have to be touching him. I don't think.
Are you gonna fly?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
trying to get off of the ground because that's where the things are coming from.
As a cloud comes by and just sucks up your soul.
Ah!
The gods want it back. Anyways, just future threats, parallel concerns. Nothing you have to worry about today. So you dimension door you and Seg out over the fountain.
Yeah, we're flying kind of like 15 feet up in the air.
Okay, you go up and you just he's just like, ugh. Seg, you are still covered in the goop, but pulling you away from that of adhere to the tree has freed you of the worsening of it. It is no longer burning, more so than just solid and heavy, and thankfully, due to this dimension door break, you can kind of like shrug off the rest for half your movement next turn. Is just left there, and he's like, well, bye, guys, as he watches you guys dimension door out in front of him for like the 20th time. And
Usually
anything
I'm
else?
dimensioning door with his. Hey, Bruce, can you bless the waters, please?
I'm Batman. I can. He puts his hand in the water, just like, nonchalantly, just full on hairy knuckles and all, just. And the water will begin to glow. Because that's what Batman's do. They make shit possible.
Alright, guys, the fountain is safe-ish. From underneath, I guess, but I don't know. We're probably still in danger.
It's like Chicken Little, we're all gonna die. Maybe not, but being a
Maybe.
cautious anyways. Next round.
It is your turn.
Oh yeah, I love it when I go first. Everyone that's not in the
By
air
the
will
way,
be.
I can't see the weird moss fungus thing on the combat tracker.
But yeah, DUH. Do you want me to spell that out or pronounce it or give you a definition?
Oh, fair enough.
This unseen being that keeps beating you guys up because it's been unseen this entire time because it's not on the combat tracker, a visual reference for you guys because technically it's never been seen by any of you. Riddle me this. Somehow pierces through the water fountain and attacks Seg out of just ferocity. Ignores him completely. Percy, your two wolves, thankfully your spider was maybe accidentally purposefully placed on the fountain and now safe. Can you and your two subjects give me dexterity saving throws as the ground beneath you begins to erupt swiftly below the three of you?
And That will be at advantage since it's against a magical plant.
Got it?
Correct?
Correct. All right. So that is a 20 for you, and then we just need 2 wolves.
Right. There's one.
Not the best. The other one would be at advantage because they're considered invisible still.
Oh, I won't need it.
You can roll for a natty.
Okay, let's go.
Now we know you got one out. So, as such, coming out at a 16, Percy, you manage to just see the tendril fly out. But this time, as it does, it doesn't break off. It falls almost as if it's intended to just collapse and drag. In doing so, you manage to quickly dodge out of the way as the ground beneath you shifts your footing. Let's see, what is the other wolf? The one rolled a 10. That one, unfortunately, is going to have one coming at it at Beneficiatum. And for some reason, these things never go at the advantage, but I'm going to re-roll that attack in case I get a nat 20. I did, so I'll take the hit, as that one takes a whopping 19 points of damage as it collapses onto it. You just hear the quick whimper of destruction below a very limp body as you hear every single bone just crack in one foul, and a pool began. The one invisible managed to dodge out of the way. With the thought, we begin with you, Percy. Things are looking grim in the sense of basic survival. Normally, enemies expose themselves. How does one in your position take care of that in which cannot be seen?
Let's see.
Wouldn't they call you something similar? An assassin of sorts? Never seen, never caught, yet just as deadly, perhaps.
This fence around
Uh-huh.
around
About
these trees.
7
How tall
feet?
is it?
7 feet,
All right.
give or take. I mean,
I'm gonna
bended
go.
probably
I'm gonna
6 feet
go.
dwarfed, give or take. Easy.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna climb on top of the fence.
Okay, and you're like hang on it, or you're gonna climb over.
I'm just gonna sit there on top of the fence, just kind of look down and perceive what it is that I can see from this
Okay.
vantage point.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a general roll, and I'm gonna modify the AC based on your perceptive angle.
So just like a custom roll for a D20.
No, you're straight. You're. Oof. Give me an insight check.
All right.
At advantage. Or you want to re-roll one more just for a chance at a 19 or
Yeah.
a 20? Ooh, well, there, it's getting better though. That was still juicy. 19. Yes, you do see something. Every single location that it has attacked from has been it's specifically a point in which you guys have stood. Except, which is unbeknownst to you, but in general reference with the 19, I'd say you could weigh in the odds. Seg, who was flying.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything else has followed a very specific manner of assault.
All right. So, can they hear me over in the fountain if I were to yell?
Mhm. You're like
All
5
right.
feet away, really, and like at 10 feet.
Oh.
Like that's nothing, Like that's like a simple living room.
All right. So here's the deal. It's tracking our footsteps and our placement. It's able to feel where we are on the ground. Our best bet is to stay off the ground as much as possible.
Yeah, we
7
should.
years. Go ahead.
I'm also thinking noise could also trigger it, because Seg wasn't on the ground when it first got him.
Right. Is he the one I shot in the tree?
Yeah, he's the bird.
Yeah, can somebody
I
help
didn't.
me take this arrow out, by the way?
We're in the middle of combat. Do you think we have time for that?
Get the
Also,
You
it's
guys
sleep.
hear from one of the random locations down the way this weird, unrelenting, unfavoring looking mass of a portal open. There's this weird pulsing vibe of like a heartbeat coming from within. Something familiar, but yet
Ah, shit.
unknown.
What?
If this thing is here to open a portal naturally by existing, then that's the portal, probably. Sorry, dude. I'm gonna go tell the teacher.
Percy, it is your turn. What do you do? As unfortunately, Shio is last initiative.
Damn.
This is your chance to change the fate of everything.
Uh,
But you do see a portal appear.
uh,
Pressure's on. Oof.
I am going to cast silence.
Ooh, where?
Right. See. Yeah. No, at that point. Says it's a 20-foot radius. Right there.
Okay, so on
I'm just.
yourself, premisely.
Yeah.
Basically.
On myself, this weird tentacle thing. Whatever this is.
Oh, that's Shio.
And both of my
This
spiders.
is, that's me. That's me.
So
I like how he didn't
the
even
only
say
one.
me. He just said that's Shio, like kind of like passively, just like.
All right.
Shio's
Oh.
too memorable to be
That was-
forgotten.
I felt that one. That
Oh,
was
no.
it was so funny. On
I
accident.
think
That was perfect.
I think Seg's in there too. I think we're all in there.
Perfect. Everyone gets to stay quiet. I love it. I love it. Love it. All right. Hold on.
Alright,
I'm
so let me-
trying to get something to scare you guys real quick because I don't feel like you guys are
There we
scared.
go.
So, I'm
So
looking
with
for.
that being said, with it being silent, I'm going to
Oh yeah, you guys are all hush hush.
run along this fence, hop this little gap right here, and make my way over to this corner. Yeah, trying to make it my way over to this corner right here,
Okay.
where the tree where Seg was, closest
See
to
you.
the portal.
Oh, got it. So you want to but you want to be on the inside or outside of the fence?
I'm on top of the fence.
Got it. So you're just kind of like toot, 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 toot. You're
Yeah.
gonna give me a acrobatics for Flav.
Roll that advantage. I'll just say, whichever one
That's
pops up. Either way, it was
Beautiful. You look like a badass, Seg. I mean, this dude shot you, but he just keeps impressing you. Seg, give me an impression here, man. What are you vibing on this dude? This is not the first dude who's hurt you that has impressed you. You're muted, Seg.
Seg is tired from fighting a bunch of fucking, I don't know, fake dragon simps. He's got an arrow in his wing. He just got out of some really acidic sap. I don't know. He would probably be a lot more impressed if he could pay attention to anything going on other than the pain he's in, being at less than half the health.
You're having a tough time. You make notation. Ask questions later. Noted.
Pretty much.
Very good. As such.
alright.
I am.
So from here, I have a clear view of the portal, right?
Yes.
I'm going to use my last action, and I'm going to shoot the portal.
Okay. You go to it.
Take it off advantage.
You fire. What did you shoot it with? Oh, you
short bow.
sword. Oh, got it. You use a short sword, just so you're aware.
Oh, I pressed the wrong
Through
one.
your
Sorry.
sword. Go ahead and reroll.
No.
There it goes.
Yeah, no, because I rolled.
There she goes. Oh, we understand.
Oh, that's
Percy's
even
problem. He checks everything into the portals every time he sees one. Just as swiftly, you quickly roll up an arrow and you're like, all right, here we go again. And you fire. I mean, it goes in.
That's it. It just goes in.
It's a portal. If only you knew what it looked like on the other side. Gosh, you're sure that arrow's doing something important, but you can roll damage. Please do. If it becomes relevant, it will apply. And it'll absolutely include sneak attack because no one saw that coming on the other side.
Sorry, I'm just imagining some demon in the abyss just sitting there like reading a book,
yeah.
and then an arrow just comes out of nowhere.
Like, it always happens. And he closes it and tosses it into a pile where there's plenty of other books mutilated by other random objects flying through unknown portals. That's tough.
Freaking moss that opens portals into my house, man.
Uncontrollable beings. Who puts them places? Nonetheless.
Such a nuisance.
You fire through, and I mean, this isn't the first time things disappear on one side and don't come out anywhere just right away. But you don't hear anything. There's no ouch or anything on the other side.
I'm tempted to jump in.
Do it.
Oh, no.
I've split the party like on 3 maps before. That's nothing.
I know it. I use the last bit of my movement and I jump into the portal.
See Percy run. Whoops, on the wrong thing.
Dang, that guy really does get around.
I'm going to do an acrobatics roll just for flavor.
All right, give me an acrobatics roll before you disappear from 999. You trip. You guys don't know it, but there is a invisible wolf and a spider. Well, the spider's still there, but you don't know that there's an invisible wolf there still in the nice silent domain. But it's there. Just so you guys know, but don't know.
Well, since I'm in another plane now, silence
Are
is
you
gone.
though? Are you though? Do you know? I don't know.
I don't know.
We
But I'm pretty
don't
sure
know.
that breaks the concentration.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not yet. But the Colto, Mr. Batman here, in his nice suit and hard black eyeglass stance, and he even did his hair this time with the little spikes on each side. He's like, "You called me. I'm Wayne, Bruce Wayne."
I don't know what to do. Let's have him bless me, Iz, and Seg.
I'm very capable in combat, but if you encourage me to continue to be a cheerleader for you, I can just become Robin, if you prefer.
Is he proficient? Then do you want to follow the guy into the portal?
Yeah, you see him change back into a serpent-style Colt hole manner and just with ease. Like that dude has like 50 movement. He's got
Yeah,
just like
he's so fast.
he's apparated and out. Laters.
Oh, he's got
Seg.
50 movement?
Yeah, I think he has more. Let me see. He
So-
has actually more than that. He has 90.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Okay, he has 30 more than I do because I have 60.
Yeah. So he'll be ahead if and where you land. Seg. What are you doing, buddy? Everyone's now disappearing on you, like always, Seg, because I mean, what doesn't happen on a normal school night? You know,
Since
there's
they
a
moved
portal, there's a party.
planes, did I feel the spell break? Because I'm pretty sure if they move planes, the spell.
Everyone keeps jumping to conclusions. You jumped into a portal. No one's even said where it goes yet.
I know, but this is Shio's way of determining if
And
it is
that's
another
my
plane.
way of telling you you don't know yet.
Okay.
Not everything's instantaneous. Who said this was magic? It's just a portal. Portal could be a portal. I mean, I don't know. You know, wormholes exist. That's not magic. But food for thought.
Technically, it is. Supernatural.
Mathematically inclined is would argue. I promise. But nonetheless, you guys are in a portal. No one's a jump in it. You jumped in it. So now time's working in a weird way. Shio, you still feel tethered to this cold tool. He still pings back to you. Batman is in. It is dark. Log 1. I am Batman. In a dark portal. Sent on a mission. Uncertain of goal and objective was not given. Will not inquire. Because I am Batman. Bruce out. That is your first
Doing
update.
great, Bruce.
Seg. You are silenced. And you see Shio mouthing something because telepathy works differently. And he looks like he doesn't understand that you can't hear him.
Shio, you're muted. I don't know if you know that or not.
He can't hear you either. Nonetheless, you can't hear yourself. You realize that you are silenced.
Give me a thumbs up if I should attempt to unleash the sky on that weird portal thing.
Wow.
Wow,
Seg is just
trying his best to talk, but still doesn't realize he's in silence.
As you try to decipher, another portal, much bigger, appears right next to you, covering the entire span of where the fountain in the building is.
God, fucking damn it. We've lost so much time. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to do it. I don't know what I was concentrating on, but
Well,
I
with
guess.
a brain as big as yours, it's pretty much the next sentence. But let's see.
But I guess I will start with Dawn.
Nothing actually. I don't know. The system always thinks you're concentrating.
Oh, God. Dawn is big. How do I place this in the most effective way without hurting my enemies?
Yeah, enemies? Oh, I don't know. Let's not
Or
hurt
my
your
friends.
enemies. No. Nope. On record, without hurting my enemies. Specifically.
Well,
stated.
I mean, what are friends if not enemies you haven't made yet?
True. It's not like you haven't shot enough of them in the back.
Okay, I absolutely can get both portals in this dawn.
I mean, that was
But our new
assumed.
person who just shot me in the arm is in the way.
You don't know that. He's in the portal.
He's in the portal? Oh, then I'm placing it.
Okay.
And then promptly moving out of the way because I'm
What you
a
do
little bit
is
close.
you
And I can't see that glowy wolf, right?
No, that wolf's invisible.
continue
Well,
to try
that
to
wolf is
cast a spell and honest that it's not working.
What?
But you used it because you feel drained of such energy. You couldn't hear Shio. You thumbs up Tim and to get hand signals, but you couldn't hear yourself. You're in your
Hear
head.
myself? 'Cause that changes everything.
Roll me a d10. You're confused.
Oh, do I still have confusion? L.
Well, no one helped you, so you don't move or take actions this
Well,
turn. But instead of
Like-
not moving, you're hallucinatingly thinking you're being actively helpful, and Shio thinks you're having a seizure in the air.
Okay, then was I
That's
able
not
to
you.
waste my 5th level spell slot to try to cast on if I couldn't do anything this turn?
Oh, you absolutely wasted it.
Cool.
Sole purpose. Guarantee it.
At this point in time, how long has he been confused?
Who, him?
Yeah.
Probably like 40 seconds. In
Okay, so he still has 20 seconds
serious
to go.
groundness. Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to check because I know it's only for up to a minute.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, in 40 seconds, I think I'm being generous. Let me actually check for you. Yeah, no, I'm being super generous. It'd be 18 seconds, so I'm giving you 40. Sure feels like a lot, but there's a lot of action economy. Nonetheless, Seg, you still got a little bit time on that clock and or help. Otherwise, you look like a fool. I love it though. I let you play through it because I knew you forgot.
Wait. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of his turn.
This one is conducted due to the fiend. This is not.
Okay.
This is not someone casting confusion on him. He is actually
Gotcha.
tormented madness, which is the
Gotcha.
condition of confusion. So,
Gotcha.
is
Just trying to make
silence.
sense.
Nope, totally fine. I'm a sneaky one, so good on you. Is silenced. So you guys don't get to hear his complaint, but he is doing computial complaining of why he is silenced in this specific volumetric era, considering the fact that he is probably the only person that has a solution in which he will no longer share because he's incapable of speaking to you guys and he knows that. Shio.
It will be your turn next.
Seg, having a seizure, not my main priority right now. I'm thinking it's bad that these portals are appearing. Just based off the knowledge that I have. So I'm gonna dash. And I have a 50 flight speed, so I should be able to get. Hold on, 75.
100 feet, but if you needed help with math.
Oh, I was just using the track. Oh, right. There's something in the way. So 20
It's just
feet,
here. Yeah. Perfect. It was just that corner.
and then. Oh. Perfect. And the door's open, so I'll shout at the professor. Hey, we got moss making portals over here. Can we get some help? Guidance, maybe?
Let me check something. Let me see if she has enough give a fuck right now.
She's off the clock. Iz doesn't pay her enough to care.
Yeah, Chio, what can I help you with, and why are you yelling so insatiably hallucinating? Are you under any influences? I've heard of Iz's concoctions.
No,
You see one of the, you see Carmel come up, and she's just like with her chameleon. Are you okay? What's wrong with you, Shio? This isn't the first time you've been under this weird kind of. I really do think it's that Iz. He uses you like a test subject. Do you know that? She gets in your
100%.
face and she has like her eyeglasses like with a little extra spectacle zoom in on, and then her like chameleon is like looking like a little.
Did they not?
Go ahead.
Did they not hear the fucking gunshot? Are they not concerned at all?
It's Strixhaven.
To be fair, like literally, like if you look in the history of all the records of people who use a pistol, the lowest accuracy is you.
I feel like that should probably make them more concerned because
I
if
feel
I'm
like
shooting, I
think
might hit
misfire
them.
has been labeled in the record books more than intentional shooting Shio, just to cover some tracks. So I wouldn't say they know you're in danger every time, more so as how often
They just thought you
the
misfired.
trigger's been pulled. You know, like even Percy understands that you just shot randomly off into the distance for unknown reasons. Like I wish I could make it feel dangerous, but I don't ever feel like you've been harmed. Based every time you pull the trigger.
Those are great points you make about Iz using me as a test subject. Can you tell me if that over there, if there's anything weird over there that might be possibly a hallucination instead of a big red portal?
Well, actually, I was just holding this Bailey. There is actually something glowing there on the floor. I don't know if it's a portal from this point, but it looks like a weird haze, as if it was like a grill, kind of one of those. What do they call those modern techies? Steampunctual. They use those spark elementals to keep it heated. It doesn't use fire. It's not a Bunsen. It's like an electric griddle of sorts.
Oh, yeah, some people jumped into it and they haven't come out.
Oh, they jumped into an.
Yeah,
Those are usually like a hot iron kind of things. Then
I mean, they went through, so.
and you just walked past it, like you didn't dip a toe and check the temperature or
Nah, I
anything.
feel like people
You didn't
jumping into
see
portals.
anything when you went by or hear them scream for help.
Nope. I ain't touching
Now
that portal.
Carmel's gonna roll because she thinks you're fucking nuts. So let's see what her gut tells her.
I'm hoping that if I make enough noise right here with her, we'll get tendrilled,
Oh
and the
man.
rest of the class will see it.
She's like, you know, I've at one point might have thought you were cute, but I'm getting
Thank
these
you.
red flags.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna head over there and let the professor know that you're okay.
I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm gonna drag one person out there.
So the next person in line is Isler. Go ahead and give me a acrobatics contestants against them.
Athletics.
Athletics, if you wish, yeah.
Oh, I'm fine with either.
I mean, whatever you prefer. Your best.
Okay. I'm going to use a luck point.
Isler quickly goes for a ducking bear hug maneuver as you go to grapple the next possible vulnerable victim. Go ahead and re-roll and hope that you succeed. As she ducks and covers, you quickly pull at the raincoat and wrap them around and just yank them out of the initial building. Immediately, the professor goes, "Shio, what on earth is going on with you?" As she starts stomping across the hallway, but she's not running. She's just more literally casually taking her sweet fucking time because, you know, I mean, she thinks you're fucking crazy. It's not her first time. Next round.
It is
You
your
actually
turn.
are still back there. Seg. everything in silence, like a film in full color but muted because you were like high and pressed the wrong button one day when you popped in the weird rodent that kind of like swaveled across the remote when you went to slap it with your paw. It's happening before you. As such, Shio is literally looking crazier than you, and he thought you were having a seizure a second ago. So what the fuck are you doing? You do know your silence at this point, but you have that yet to move.
Yeah, I should put myself back where I was then.
Your silence
Well,
led you.
let's find out what I'm doing.
I think we got to that road once, and you didn't do much. It's like you float there. And as you do,
I thought 5 was the attack something near you.
you know, that's why you're confused, and I'm not.
2 to 6 is where you don't move or take actions.
7 to 8 is the randomly attack something within range. But I get it. Confusion is weird. It really leaves you mind boggled. And I know this happens to you a lot. It's like, I'm sorry, you're always the target. It doesn't, I don't mean it. It's just Shio's always behind you because he knows that whatever's vulnerable is going to get hit first. He's figured it out. And that's why he has the most HP. But nonetheless,
Icon.
you can absolutely still remove yourself from the silence location. And I will say at the tether of this ending, though you lose your action, you are no longer confused, though you do have your movement. And I'll give you a bonus.
Alright, well, I will come over here.
The entire
Actually,
world becomes audible to you. The ambiance around you is that of this weird airiness of cries and a plea, and then a quiet muteness yet again, and then a noise of "This way, help! Ah, I'm kidnapping you, Isla! You're my prisoner!" All imaginary, of course, but I imagine thoughts going through Shio's head as he's literally kidnapping a student. Like Shio's
Look.
off the fritz.
No one ever believes
Believes
this. We
we
always
tell
tell the truth. She was
She was
finally snapped.
Shio has he's going through a psych break, but you appear and see above the portal what looks to be not an abyss, not a deep dark maw, but that of somewhere very nearby. In fact, it looks to be that of ruins. And more interestingly enough, it is somewhere maybe you might have been before. Give me one quick second. My iPad's lying. Let me go grab the charger.
Yeah, she was snapped this time.
no, I don't really have any useful bonus actions.
You could take a potion.
I already used my potion. No, I guess I have a potion of speed and a potion. Where the fuck did I get a potion of fire breath?
I did
I did
potion
potion.
shopping.
Oh, that's right.
Well, that
Oh
would
my
have been
God.
useful against the plants.
Yeah, that would have been cool to use if I had ever been given an opportunity. Oh well. Wait, why the fuck? No, why am I by this tree?
4% save. Say, get your ass back over there. Don't think I'm stupid. Your ass was over there. It's like you walked right over there. I don't want to hear it. Did you really
Alright.
put yourself back in silent zone?
Well, I was moving back to where I was because I realized that in my haste, I had put myself right next to the fucking tree.
What if I put you over here and say you're flying above it 10 feet?
All right, that works.
All right. Beautiful. As such. Sorry. I was like at 4%, guys. Woo! Now we're at 6. We're in business. All right. So.
But yeah, that's my turn. I don't have any useful bonus actions.
I know. All right. Percy, I DM'd you.
You
We're gonna
are
skip right over
next.
his
It's your
because
turn.
he is not gonna save your asses. Shio. Ask me if you can be hit. I will say how hard you want it. As you wish to demonstrate to the student body, it's almost as if you let your body just go.
This is worth it. Kidnapping someone is so much effort. Bye.
As you take 18 points of damage and immediately just you see it grab onto you as you're grappled, bringing you down to the ground. Give me a Constitution saving throw. As Isler quickly tries to do a dexterity saving throw of their own to dodge out of the initial combat zone. Isler fails, falls to the ground, and takes enough damage to sprain an ankle. Chill. She's able to shuffle 5 feet, but not enough to break distance of you. You manage to resist the acidic bludgeoning combo coming in against you, but it was just
You
one.
always never believe us. We always tell the truth.
Another.
Ah,
I'm gonna
damn.
go for the natty because I'm hopeful. No, but I'll take the hit. Take an additional 20 points. Another attack comes in. I cannot get this freaking. I mean, I'm glad I'm hitting you, but I cannot get the freaking rolls to go advantage. Oh, I got another 20. Look at that. Boom. Damn. The
I mean,
fuck
you've already
shield.
got me down past half health, so if you
Are
did
you
crit
kidding?
me,
I'm not done with you.
outright kill me.
I think he's also going to. Yeah, he's going to do. It's going to do Foment Confusion. It needs you to make a Wisdom saving throw. Isla will also, but I assure you they will fail. Just kidding, they cared more about their life than you. Oh, wait, you passed. Dang. Modifier saves in the very nice +6. You guys both pass as it seems to try to confuse your purpose and your general initial cry for help. Your crying wolf was trying to be hushed, but yet Isla can confirm you were both assaulted. Your Goltul, Mr. Bruce, is a bit ahead of Percy in a way that kind of leads on through the flume-like manner of which he jumped into. He is now disconnected. Shio, he is no longer present with you.
Oh, dang.
Percy, you, sir, feel the weird rush of something flying right by you as if it was bigger, faster, like a speeding train or locomotive of sorts that only exists that in Bromel of the steampunk eras. Even there, they have yet perfected the Zeppelin, but yet you felt as if something big and billowing flew right by. And then you see some kind of weird, though pitch darkness. And I don't say a color because none exists. Pitch darkness. So bright. It does not blind you. It encompasses you. But yet you can always see its border. Though it all blends in with all of nothingness. Percy, can you please find yourself in the secret Discord Audible channel so we can discuss something in private?
All right.
my dear Shio and Zeg, because you guys so often are separated and lost in communication. Zeg, you witnessed this portal slowly recede, almost as if it was shrinking in a way that made itself passively non-existent. Percy, from somewhere yonder, you see a tall greenhouse with large glass that has basic algae growth among it, and inside, probably a beautiful veritinium of grand growth of beautiful fishes, holding that of the most prized, natural nature's gift, habitual beings. Man, are you glad that there was an offer on the table? No demands have been made, but you know they will come. In time. In the moment you prepare. You may keep to yourself what you wish, but sometimes building allies makes the burden lighter. You may decide how to approach. You are right outside the botanical. Do you stay outside or do you re-enter, knowing that others are seemingly still in some considerate danger? Percy. Doesn't say you're muted, but I can't hear anything. And I imagine. Chio, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Nope. I think we lost him. He's gone, guys. They all get taken. Damn. Shio, in the meantime, what are you doing?
I'm going
You
to
just got
mist
grand
step-
slammed and proved it to Isler. Dang, and you leave her behind like that? That's
Oh no, I'm going down to help her.
can't Misty step out and then go down to help her. That's not the Shio way. Oh, you go like fight. Oh, you just pop out of the grab. Got it. Smart.
Yeah, just so I can get out of the thing.
You
And
do a quicker seg.
Hmm?
Go ahead. I said you did a quicker seg.
Yeah. And I'll like throw her arm over my shoulder and carry her into the classroom. Shut the door. Wait, I gotta take her. Oh, I can't move her.
How about you give me a strength check, because I wouldn't consider you the throw over the shoulder for quick shuffle type.
Oh no, her arm over my shoulder.
Oh yeah, but she's in a rough condition. Oh, see, look at that. For today's night, you have become the chivalry of all as you quickly shuffle them through to safety after bringing them literally into danger's wrath and
Yeah, I
endangering
felt
their
bad
life.
about that. Sorry, kind of snapped.
Yeah. As such.
And bonus action, drink a potion.
Yeah, drink a potion. Okay. Percy, are you back, sir?
Can you hear me? Am I
Yes,
good?
I can. Perfect. You are back.
All
You
right.
appear outside the botanicals. What do you do? Go ahead, Chio, consume the potion.
So I'm at a bit of a crossroads. The rogue in me doesn't want to get caught, but the ranger in me wants to help the others, so that way they don't succumb to the same fate as my family has. So I risk of getting caught. I'm going to rush back into the chemical garden.
You got it. There's a door right there beneath you in which you can open and run through. Don't let anything stop you. If any of you guys are a fan of Labyrinth, which I personally am a huge fan of, you should have gone that way. It would have took you straight to the castle. But you didn't.
That's as far as I can move.
Beautiful. Seg. A portal is gone. Nothing comes out of it. You see Percy coming like the Matrix, popping out of another sideshow acting scene, and a portal to your left, just presently hanging out, big enough for I don't know, anything dangerous. Oh, and you see Shio disappear with one of the students back into the building after putting them in harm's way. And you're muted.
I mean, threatening the students is one of the best ways to get a faculty response. You know, normal students, not the ones that they send to die.
Honestly, we should get pins so people just have to do what we say. Like, Professor, something's out there. Go fight it. They gotta do it. We're part of the Dragon Guard now, right?
Theoretically, no one's flexed, though. To be honest, I'm surprised none of you guys have played that card.
Look, I don't think anyone would believe us without, like, the pin
That's true.
or the uniform. So
That's
I'm
also
waiting until
true.
we get
But
that.
I'm just saying, you know, there's been no capitalization since.
I don't know. Off mic, Shio made a good point earlier. I forgot that I was literally an ICE agent talking to an illegal just a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
But at the same
I-
time, you are a crook. You're a pirate. I mean,
But
so
I'm a
you're
pirate.
savvy in your way. You know, like you
I
respect the hustle.
absolutely
You know, this dude
just
is not
absolutely.
undetected until I foul upon him, and I'm the worst of the crew. You know, I'm the worst ICE agent in existence, and I found him. You know, like that's why you're impressed.
Absolutely. I totally forgot that I was the law.
Mhm.
And I will probably continue to forget unless it's convenient.
Otherwise, what do you do, good sir? There's a massive portal, Shio gone, Percy coming from another direction. No one's hit this thing, and you're all getting your ass kicked. Literally, Shio's like been brought down from 116. Do. Well, Seg thinks about
Okay.
that. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I had to step away for a minute. Has anything come out of the portal yet?
Crickets. You talking to yourself, Seg?
Oh, that's right. Everybody. Well, not exactly. Is within here? Nope. Is in silence. God damn it. Where the fuck did Shio go? I guess I'll look. No, I wouldn't be able to see him even if I looked around. So I guess. Fuck it. Nobody answered, so I'm just gonna don the portal, which was originally my plan.
Alright.
I can see through it, right?
This one, similar to the other, seems to have a bit more grayscale aspect to it. On the other side, you see what you would imagine like a reflected pond, not necessarily of your position, but you do see the ruins, but more of a hazy cloud in the way, if one could say, like a poorly zoomed in photo.
Well, I guess we'll find out if magic can pass through it or not.
If I were
No,
to shout, can
wait.
you hear me from where I'm at?
Oh yeah, easy. You cast a beam. Zoom. Vroom.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh shit! I hit the spider.
Mhm.
Hey, foresty dude, if you can hear me, you should tell your spider to move. It's about to eat a whole lot of sun.
Well,
So
real quick, hold on, let me look at something.
he wouldn't be able to hear me anyway. He's in silence.
Well, no, you
Shit,
and
it's
him are not
purple
in silence.
command?
Yeah, we're not.
Well, hopefully it has the survival instinct to get out.
Oh, you mean yeah? Oh, I get what you're saying. The spider can't hear you. Gotcha.
Right.
Based off of the location I'm seeing, Based off of the location in which you casted that, I think the amount that would have gone through that portal was like maybe 30 feet, give or take.
Yeah, that's why I put the epicenter of it in the epicenter of the portal.
Yeah.
Because in bird brain, epicenter means most power, even though I know it's evenly spread through the 60 feet.
I'm thinking something definitely happens on the other side, but you'll never know.
Cool. Well, there's the
Cool.
damage if it matters.
Yeah, so you absolutely obliterate the spider.
Wait, really?
Yeah, even if it passed.
Shit.
Even my
But it had
other
to-
wolf.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the other
It
wolf
just-
for sure. Yeah, you would have obliterated everything.
Wait, they both auto-fail the con save?
No, even if they passed, they would have lost that half the damage.
They have, like, how
They
much
have-
health do they have? I only did 27 damage.
11.
11.
So you have 11 health each.
I'm sorry, man. We killed. You're making a terrible first impression.
Just
Tries to
got-
extort
okay,
him.
To my credit, I didn't know the invisible wolf was there.
Fair, but Percy, you're
True.
realizing why these guys are like notorious in the Strixhaven complex. Like, no one understands how these things happen. And you're getting firsthand. It's not because they're actively trying to kill anything. It's just
It's okay. I'll get more tomorrow.
yeah, but you're witnessing firsthand what the newspaper can't fill out. This is just like a
Right.
wow. This crew is just that
Oh yeah.
mind-fuckingly
Oh.
blind in their actions. Yeah, it's just like residual ripples of their unfocused concentration. It's amazing. They managed to murk an entire field of enemies that were never a threat. It's
The
beautiful.
faculty have to constantly censor the newspaper.
So, congratulations, Percy. You single-handedly felt the demise of your team. That they took out your entire allies.
Yeah, we didn't take out the first spider or the second or the first wolf.
He doesn't feel
Yeah.
that way. This all started with you guys.
That is
I
a
wouldn't
that is
know.
a big ass spider. How was I supposed to know it had 11 HP?
You know, fragile things pack a punch. Nonetheless,
You didn't
It's
ask.
your turn.
you didn't ask. No, you were trying to hustle.
I didn't even know about the wolf. I just knew about the one spider.
As you do that, Shio, you witness inside the hall.
Oh no, it's gonna come out here, isn't it? No.
Just tendril after tendril after tendril rip through the floors and pull. Maybe pull someone.
We're fucked. I wanted to go to bed. I didn't want to do this. She is just saying as the tendrils are ripping through the floor.
You got it. 1 second. I have like blocked myself with my own wall. Very talented map maker.
Well, now that my breakdown's over, let's do this. Watch out.
Webb lives, but 3 of the students get hit. You just hear the screams and the Wilhelm cries of and Webb's like, what the actual fuck? As he looks back at Shio. That's how he'll start his session next week. Shio, what the actual fuck, man? You brought danger upon everyone. You yet again continue the strife of your unintentional purpose.
I
as saviors.
revealed the danger. It was already there and they were already in it. I just happened to reveal it.
It seemed kind of dormant. I don't know.
It started attacking everyone once they got outside. Oh, whoops. I only have 30. I'll move there.
That's what you think. A lot happened outside before you got there.
I'll move here.
You get to Oshilia Tipus.
He's the cop. All he's got to do is turn his body cam off and say what happened.
Yeah, right. Just off the record.
The goal to shield of Oshelia, because I remember that she apparently dies between tonight and tomorrow. So, yeah.
So you're attempting to Spideyverse save her?
Yeah, I wanna try. I'm standing in front of like all the tendrils trying to protect her. And then I want to fire Eldritch Blasts at the tentacles. Are they like
The ones initially next to her and you, or the ones attacking the rest of the students?
the ones attacking the students? I can't. I gotta help the students.
Okay. Here's what you get to do, good. So this is your target.
Oof.
You fire. You shred plenty of the wood. You fire again. Soft padding. Oh, this thing is tough. You follow up with another. You're ripping up the floorboards. You're tearing apart the building trying to find this thing. But you hit it once.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Is actually no more use. I've exhausted all of its informative benefits. Percy, you arrive. What do you do, sir?
Well,
You realize all of your
since I
companions
do
are
have
gone.
even Seg,
So,
or are you talking about all my wolves?
oh yeah, no, all your wolf spider, your spider, everything, everyone's gone. Like you just realize that, like you feel that, you know what I mean. So I'm just making it clear that you're aware
Yeah.
that all of your companions have
All right.
dispersed.
So since I do know that it follows sound and movement, I hop back on top of the fence, and I make my way to right across from Seg.
So
So
you intend to go like up here,
right,
or, gotcha. Like, but to run
yeah,
across the fence, doing so, right?
yeah.
Got it. Okay. So you Naruto over. Hey, Zag. Go on. Any dialogue?
Oh, all right, there we go. Silence is gone.
Hmm.
Can you hear us?
So, yeah. He can hear you.
What the fuck do we do?
Oh. See, now I gotta recalculate everything because that was like 6 seconds ago, and that changes the entire equation of the equilibrium of the noble parallel, and then the 111th possibility, and the other
All right,
is
all right, all
telling
right.
me that
Seg,
my potential
what the fuck
spots are
happened?
probably this thing called a consumable and indomitable disease, in which that is been impenetrably. Sorry, what? Who about what? Seg, where, doing, huh?
Seg, what the fuck is going on?
Well, big scary portal. Fuck you, I summoned the sun, and your spider was in the way. I'm sorry.
I felt that. So that shot in the arm, the wing, was deserved.
Well, I guess we're even now. Although I don't know if shooting me in the wing is equivalent to murdering your friend. I don't know how close you guys were.
You murdered two.
I murdered two? Man, why is my
Yes.
ally death
There's
count
also
so much higher than my KD ratio?
Seriously, it should be KDA for not assist but ally. I'm gonna do that. That's a new shirt.
I had
KDLA. I love it.
I had an invisible wolf down there too.
Shit, man. My bad. What should we do about the portal, though?
You got any ideas?
Well, other than summoning the sun on it and waiting and seeing what comes out of it, not really. Usually the idea man is Chio or is, but Iz has to recalculate, and I have no idea where Shio ran off to. I just kind of blow shit up.
I see that.
Mama always said I should have been an artificer. Just kidding. Mama didn't say shit. Mama was dead.
All right.
Trauma.
Do you have anything other than this beam of sunlight that can help us? That kills your allies more than it does your enemies.
I mean, I am a cleric. Are you damaged? Like, do you need healing? Oh shit, he actually looks kind of cool. Well then, I don't know. What do you want me to do? I'm still a little
Do you need any healing?
Well, I wouldn't complain about it. I'm hurting pretty bad. Maybe I should have just eaten your spider.
All right, so am I able to jump this gap and land over there on top of the
Give me an
fence?
acrobatics check.
Right below, say.
Yeah, give me. Let's see. How capable are you on your toes? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Do you want to land next to him or do you want to land below him?
Well, he's flying 10 feet up.
Well, technically,
can't
he's
really
on the fence
land
10
next
feet
to
up. The fence is that high. He's hovering.
Oh,
but
okay, then
he can
yeah,
still
no, I
be on
land.
level.
I land right next to him,
All right, doodle.
and then so I reach up, I grab him by his toe, and I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Sick. You've had plenty of unique, invasive healing mechanisms, but you never knew that a toe can heal you for 3. Now that is something special. And this little piggy made you feel better. You're welcome.
Thanks, buddy. That was weird, but appreciated.
Would you rather I did inflict wounds?
No. I appreciate it.
We're going to go ahead and cut the curtain there because that's a beautiful pause. Right after good ailments. And we will close it up at the session. We will hopefully see Percy again next week. Percy, would you like to give us any thoughts, feelings, opinions? You are